All right, I'm going to do this again. Listen, I don't remember if I made a video on the Ruger 1022 before. I probably did. I don't remember because it's been a while, and I haven't really. When I first started doing this, I only threw a couple videos up and didn't touch it for like a year. So we're going to real quick. Now, this is not the one I just recently bought that I'd mentioned in another video. But this is actually the first firearm I ever bought. And it wasn't long ago. I only started playing with the old firearms not very long ago. I want to say about 6 or 7 years, I'm going to say. I may say 5 in other videos. I don't remember. Anyway, so this is the first and original 1022 that I've purchased. It was the first firearm that I ever had to fill out a background check for. So it was kind of like the tester, like I was like, hey, I wonder if I pass a background check. I didn't know. I didn't know what the criteria was. I was living in New York at the time, and I know New York is kind of a shitty place to try to have any freedom. But anyway, they take 10-round mags there. Oh, I should have grabbed some mags. It's almost comical. My version of editing is I press pause for a second, I run to the safe, and I grab stuff. So I bought a bunch of these mags. They hold 25 rounds apiece. I'll show you how they go in there. I'm not going to load the gun. The rifle, sorry. So they go in like this. She looks like that. Like a little banana mag. Banana. Okay. And she comes out like this. Now this is the magazine it came with. What am I? I'm teetering this thing. What am I? Teetering. Shaking the camera. It's on a tripod. A really flimsy one. These go in here. Do you remember how these go in? It's been a while. Oh, wait a minute. The direction of the bullets. That's how you know. So these go in here like this. Same thing. You would charge it, of course. Now getting these out is a little trickier because they're small. See? Anyway, that's my original 1022. It's a 22 long rifle, rimfire. Everybody knows that. They come with basic buckhorn sights with, there you go, like a little brass bead at the top. I like it. I mean, for the range that I go to, it's only 100 yards anyway. I think it's plenty accurate. But what I did was impulse buy. Remember, I may have mentioned that on another video that I have a bad habit of impulse buying, especially when I shouldn't. Now, I bought this, actually, 2 years ago, and I still haven't fired it. It's another 1022 in the Go Wild camo. They call it Go Wild Bronze, I believe. Now, it's the same thing, just a different color with the polymer stock. And, oh no, look, I have there's a mag in it. Oh, this is the mag it came with. That's so funny because I bought it, I put it away, and I never even realized it had a mag in it. There we go. Pretty neat, huh? Now I have they did come with a rail that you could put on the top. And I was going to put a red dot on this one. I wanted to find a red dot was like FDE colored or something I could put on top. So it would look nice with it. And now, isn't this silly? I bought this because I thought it looked cool. It's the whole reason I bought it. I know it's functionally the same thing. I actually bought a ring for here that I believe was advertised as Coyote or FD or whatever, but the color still wasn't correct. I wanted something that would bring the color closer in contrast between these two as opposed to, being so, black on top of it. Very weird of me, right? So they're functionally the same rifle. Now get this. One of these is almost twice the price of the other one. Now, I'm not going to mention the price because, again, I bought one 2 years ago. The other one I bought like 7 years ago. And there is, of course, room for inflation. But even then, when you add that together to this day, if you buy these two, I believe there's like $150 difference between the two, at least. And it's funny because they're functionally the same. So you're really just paying for finish. What I think is unusual about it is one with the wood stock. You would think that wood would be more expensive than polymer. But maybe not. Maybe just whatever the ingredients are for the polymer. And but I don't know. I thought because wood you have to shape. Right? You're taking a block and then you're shaping it. So you would think there'd be more machining process than pouring something into a mold. And, of course, the mold being reusable and you're using the same mold over and over again as opposed to, I guess, like a CNC program or something to put into a mill for the wood. I'm not really sure how that works, to be honest with you. But I've been saying a lot lately, haven't I? That's all right. It replaced the fuck word. I used to say fuck a lot. So I'm working on myself. And I think we should all just work on ourselves. And here I am again. Looking at two rimfire rifles. Now, I had purchased the FN 502. I wanted to see what the color looked like up against this, but I'm not going to run back in there and grab it right now. Or should I? No, I'm not going to. And I have to get to you know what I need? I need like 22 to hit the range. The problem is the range I go to is like an hour and 15 minutes away. So I need the time to get there. Then I need the time to spend there. Then I got to come, back. And whenever I go, I'm always like, do I really want to go all the way up there just to shoot some 22? Knowing that 22 is more fun, but it almost makes more sense for me to practice with the more entertaining guns, so to speak. I shouldn't say 22 is more fun. I should say it's cheaper fun. If I had like a yard big enough, I would definitely be shooting 22 more. Because, I have this, and I have that FN 502, and I should just have 22 day where I go up there and just shoot 22. If it wasn't a public range, I probably I'd have video of shooting, which is what people want to see, right? At least I always think so, but to be honest with you, when I'm watching, I say that a lot too, I'm saying, to be honest with you, I don't know. Let me know where I need to fix that. Anyway, I do this better when I have a cigar. Just, my mind is wandering again. What was I going to say? Oh, I have moments when I'm watching other, gun tubers and stuff like that. And it's like, I flip back and forth. Sometimes I prefer tabletop review. Everyone always discusses specs and everything else like that. And I don't normally do that, even though I know the specs, to be honest with you. I do know most of the specs on these items. I've, had every gun that I have, I take it apart before I use it, which I know a lot of people, when they're doing testing, they're like, oh, I went out there right out of the box. I didn't lube it or anything. And I just don't think you should do that. If you're going to, how do I put this? When you buy a car, the dealer preps it. I get it. So when you buy a firearm, it should be mostly prepped. But do you really want to rely on that? And I don't. I'd rather just not have the hassle. I'd rather know that everything is in proper order before I start using it. This way, if it has an actual failure, I know it's not because of my lack of maintenance or attention to it. And it truly is the fault of the manufacturer. In which case, then I'll go through the hassle, bring it back. Because nothing's worse than messing something up that you could have prevented, and then you have to go through all the hassle of returning it or having it serviced or for whatever reason. When it's something you could have prevented, regardless of whether or not, a manufacturer did something a certain way or not. If you're capable of knowing the difference, then why are you going to do, something that could cause you a problem anyway? But I guess for people who just do testing, it makes sense because they're testing the manufacturer's quality. I get it. But at the same time, I still don't get it. Or maybe I'm just rambling. I just do a lot of rambling lately. Sorry, folks. It's what I do. I'm a rambler. But anyway, here we are. And I'm just trying to fill space at this point, right? We're 10 minutes in. He's filling space. You're staring at these guns sitting still. There's no movement. There's no shooting. Everybody wants to see shooting. I don't know that. I don't always like seeing shooting. Sometimes it just makes me jealous to see other people shooting. I'm just like, oh man, I wish I had that range. I'm like, why don't I have that range? It's not fair. Or at least time to use it. So I want to put a dot on this. Not that one. I don't know which one I like better. This one looks cool, but I do like the look of wood. That didn't sound... never mind. Not that wood. I don't go that way. Anyway, am I signing off? I'm probably signing off. You think I should sign off? Jeez, I'm really in the wind on this one. I'm really in the wind. This is what one takes, dude. There's no preparation. I just literally run out to the table and start throwing stuff down as soon as everybody leaves the house, you know, because I'm here with other folks. And I'm literally like scrambling to find free time to just throw this out there real quick. And I'm like a maroon. Yeah, then usually the dog is running around like a loony. And I do recommend these here. Look at this. Get yourself a sock to store them in. These are like some kind of nylon and cotton combo. They're supposed to be coated with something to make them, you know, water resistant as well. I forget where I got them. I think I bought them off Amazon, but I'm not really sure. I buy stuff there from time to time. I think that's where this holster came from. I know that's where the holster for this came from. This came from Amazon. A few years back now, but I like it. It's not exactly broken in. I think I've only worn it around the house. Even when I went to the range, I carried the gun in that, but I didn't take it out. I don't actually draw from the holster. Mostly because it's a public range, and if you know an accident should happen, I don't want anyone else to get hurt if I'm like acting like an idiot quick drawing. And then the other reason is because if I shoot myself in the foot, I don't want other people to see that because it's embarrassing. It's kind of like the one time I crashed my motorcycle. The first thing I did was get up after being thrown over the handlebars and doing a shoulder roll like a ninja. I immediately got up, looked around, was like, I hope no one saw that, grabbed the broken motorcycle and just dragged it out of the view of the road as quickly as I could. And it's really funny because I do a lot of stupid things in like my regular time where like I could give a shit less, like I'm not embarrassed by anything, but stuff like that for some reason. Like, no, I can't let people know that I'm a terrible rider. Or that I'm a terrible shot. Or any of those things. Oh, see, look, just kind of clumsy now. Anyway, comments, likes, subscribes, all that other stuff that people want us to do. I'm going to change format as soon as I find the time to change format and learn some editing tricks, right? And if I ever reach what is the qualifications to monetize a channel? I think it's like 2,000 subscribers, and like you got to put out like 3 or 4 videos a month or something like that. Anyway, if I could get there, I could come up with something better. Maybe even do something a little more scripted. If I could, like I said, if I could change my employment situation, I could find a job that allows me to work on those other projects. And then I was going to have a separate channel actually just for like the graphic novel purposes, kind of like when people do like almost like a motion comic or narrated still frames. And I wanted to do other toy reviews on top of that. I do have like a whole... I don't know if you folks are into it. Are the same people that look at firearms into toys? Like I am. I got some like G.I. Joe stuff I'd like to show off.